Did you know that within a decade, several Nazi leaders ascended from living on the streets to ruling one of the most debated, deadly and most powerful nations in the world? So in this video, we will go through some of the most notorious Nazi leaders and how they rose to power. Reinhard Heydrich was appointed as head of the Sicherheitsdienst, also known as the SD. The SD was an intelligence agency and gathered info about the Nazis' enemies to plan further attacks. Reinhard was born on March 7, 1904 in Germany. He came from a middle-class family background, excelled academically and showed early interests in the military, leadership and nationalist ideologies from a young age. Heydrich joined the Nazi Party in 1931 and quickly rose through the ranks of the SS, which we will talk about later in the video. Due to his ruthlessness and efficiency, Heydrich became one of Hitler's most trusted lieutenants and was tasked with implementing the final solution, which was the Nazi plan for the extermination of Jews. Goebbels was born on October 29, 1897 in Germany. He was very academically strong from a young age and developed a passion for literature and politics. He resented the economic hardships of Germany after World War I, which further pushed his anti-Semitic and nationalist beliefs. Goebbels joined the Nazi Party in 1924, attracted by Hitler's charisma and promises to restore Germany's power. As a skilled public speaker and propagandist, he quickly rose through the ranks of the Nazi Party, provoked many people to join the party and became one of Hitler's most trusted advisors. Goebbels played a central role in disseminating anti-Semitic propaganda and inciting hatred towards Jews. Hermann Göring was the commander-in-chief of Luftwaffe, which was the Nazis and Germany's aerial warfare branch during World War II. Because of this big name, Hermann Göring was considered to be the third most powerful Nazi leader. Göring was born on January 12, 1893 into a rich aristocratic family in Bavaria, Germany. He showed an early interest in aviation and military pursuits. He also had a brother named Albert. Göring, who was anti-Nazi, would use his brother's position to save Jews from concentration camps. Göring joined the Nazi Party in its early stages in 1922 due to inspiration from one of Adolf Hitler's speeches. Heinrich Himmler was the Reich leader of the SS of the Nazi Party, which was the Nazis' military organization, and he was considered the second most powerful Nazi leader behind Adolf Hitler. Heinrich was born into a middle-class Catholic family in Munich on October 7, 1900. As a child, Himmler was very patriotic and dreamed of being on the front lines as an officer during World War I, and applied for training to fight for the war, but it was over before his training was complete. Himmler graduated high school in 1919. At the Technical University in Munich, he joined a German nationalist fraternity and started to become more interested in German power. After he graduated college, he was forced to take a factory job in Schleißheim, which was near Munich. Himmler made contact with the National Socialists through the SA Chief of Staff Ernst Röhm. In August 1923, he joined the Nazi Party and was later promoted up to the second in power to Adolf Hitler. There were many small impacts to the start of World War II, such as not having a stable agreement to end World War I and the war not solving any major problems, an economic depression and many more small details, but none of these even came close to the most notorious of them all, Adolf Hitler. As a child, Adolf Hitler spent most of his time in Linz, the capital of Austria. He often stated that he wanted to be buried there as it was his favorite and most comforting place to be. His father, Alois Hitler, who he had deep hatred and resentment towards, died in 1903, followed by his mother, who he loved, died in 1907. This is also including 3 of his siblings who also died during Hitler's childhood. The most notable reason for Hitler's hate towards the world is him failing art school twice and ending up homeless on the streets of Vienna. In 1913, Hitler moved to Munich to apply for the Austrian military service but was deemed unfit for battle, although, when World War I broke out in 1914, he was eventually deployed in Belgium. This later awarded him several medals, the most notable one being the Iron Cross. Following Germany's defeat of World War I, Hitler was encouraged to join a small German workers' party and was later put in charge after several convincing speeches. He left the army to put further work into his position and later changed the name of the party to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, nicknamed the Nazi Party. This party later grew in size and invaded Poland September 1, 1939, starting one of the biggest catastrophes known to man.